On an all-new Buffy.
He's in human form? This is serious. They'll take you away.
No one is safe from the search for the key.
I'm the key, and everyone around me suffers and dies.
The first of our final 4 episodes. An all-new Buffy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Slade, the Buffyverse Revisited. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
And this week, we will be doing the naughty touch into Season 5, Episode 19, Tough Love.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Right? Isn't that what we discussed?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were going to touch each other naughty.
Okay.
Or something.
Works for me. James. Oh, yeah. How are you? How you been? What's new? And how are your nipples?
I'm okay. Nothing's new. Everything's good. My nipples are fine. Would you like to see? You want to see?
No. None of us do.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, we're sure.
I don't know. I don't believe you when you say nobody. I'm sure.
Let me ask you this. We had this discussion earlier in the season. And you said for people to, email or comment in or whatever and have you received any messages?
So many emails, dude.
Yeah.
So many emails.
Mm-hmm.
Every email has literally been about wanting to see my nipples.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oddly enough, I think you're a liar.
Why would you even say that?
Well, I know.
It's so rude. It's mean.
But I know you well enough to know that you are a known liar.
That's so mean.
Is it
rude? That's slander.
Is it?
That's slander. I don't appreciate it.
But I think slander is something that has to be untrue, right?
Every email we've gotten has been someone expressing their desire to see my nipples.
Okay. Well,
it's not even like, hey, great show this week. Also, yeah, we want to see your nipples. It's strictly just right to the show us your nipples.
And it's all in caps.
And it's a lot of them are all in caps. Some of them are like half caps, half lowercase.
Did one happen to be signed?
Hold on. You'll find this interesting because I have a feeling we're going in the same direction. One came in and it was half caps, half lowercase, and it was like, show me your nipples or I'll kill you with my blue-handled katana.
I was going to say, was one of them signed MM?
Yeah. That one was weird.
You're about to get blue-handled katanaed, so you better watch out.
About to get blue-handled katanaed.
Or I should say, blue-handled katanaed.
Blue-handled katanaed. Yes.
Oh, you're about to get katanaed, motherfucker.
We're inside joke. Deep inside joke that only you and I will understand.
Deep and very old.
Deep and very old. But yeah, it's all been about nothing about the shows or the podcast. It's all just been like, let us see your nipples. And honestly, at first, when I first put it out there, and then when the first few emails rolled in, I was flattered. But then after about the 111th email, that was just a demand to see my nipples, I started to feel cheap. And like I'm just a piece of meat to you people, so you're not going to get to see my nipples. I'm sorry.
Wow. All right, James is putting his foot down on nipple showing. So
yeah, maybe show me a little bit of respect in your requests. Please, can we see your nipples, James? Might work better next time.
Okay. Well, since we've got that all handled now.
How are you? How are you, Jeremy?
I'm fine.
It's been so long since we've seen each other.
Nearly 24 hours.
Nearly 24 hours. Yeah. What'd you do today?
Well, I can't really tell you that. I would be self-incriminating.
We don't want that then.
I'll take the 5th on that. No, everything's fine. Everything's dandy. Everything's normal. Everything's pleasant. And I've got sunshine on my shoulders.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, since no one cares about any of that, why don't we bad touch some dates and beats?
We or me?
Oh, you go ahead. Well, I'll fondle. I'll ogle with my eyes. You go ahead and do the bad touch.
Yes, as previously stated, we will be bad touching our way into the 5th season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, episode 19, the 97th episode of the series overall, Tough Love. Our credited writer this week is Rebecca Rand Kirshner, and our director is David Grossman. Our original broadcast air date was May 1st, 2001 on the now defunct WB network. I'm going to switch it up a little bit this week. I'm going to give you our Nielsen rating right away, which was 3.0, ranking it 87 out of the 131 shows airing across network television in prime time that week, and number 3 out of the 17 primetime shows airing on the WB that week. So it came in exactly as last week's episode did, Nielsen-wise.
The WB.
On the WB. New Tuesday. Our regular cast, as always, includes Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy, Nicholas Brendan as Xander, Allison Hannigan as Willow, Emma Caulfield as Anya, Michelle Trachtenberg as Dawn, James Marsters as Spike, and Anthony Stewart Head as Giles. Our guest stars this week include Claire Kramer as Glory, Charlie Weber as Ben, Troy T. Blendell as Jinx, Anne Betancourt as Principal Stevens, Leland Crook as Professor Lillian, Amber Benson as Tara, Todd Duffy as Merc, and Alan Heinz as Slook. My synopsis this week reads, Buffy must lay down the law for a motherless Dawn while shielding her from harm. A member of the Scooby Gang falls victim to Glory's ire.
I thought you said Buffy must lay down the law to a motherless dog. I was like, what? That's not at all accurate. You motherless dog.
You motherless dog. You're not even real.
You're not even real. Get the fuck out of my house. Mine reads, when Tara falls victim to Glory's incredible power, Willow embraces dark magic and launches a counterattack.
Okay.
Kind of lead bearing there, but
yeah. So we open with Buffy arriving at UC Sunnydale to notify one of her professors that she's going to be dropping not just his class, but out of college completely to take care of Dawn. And, she, tells him she doesn't have time right now, but, has every intention of returning next semester. I
ain't got no time. You're schooling.
Right. And then we cut to Ben, who is showing up at the hospital, apparently 2 weeks after the last time he was seen there. And he is promptly fired and
also beaten.
And beaten, yes. At which point we cut to him changing in the little hospital changing room area there. And he's ranting about how Glory keeps ruining his life, and it's her fault he got fired and yada yada. And as he's going on and on, he switches into Glory, and she says that she's hungry, and that is our cold open.
Yeah, James has never heard of a locker room.
It's just odd to me that a hospital would have
changing place.
It's just odd to me that a hospital would have a locker room.
I'm pretty sure they all do.
Well, it's stupid.
Okay. We cut back to Glory, and she's completely nude. Well, she is actually, and she's in the bath and having a bubble bath while her minions surround her, but they all have blindfolds on because she's modest. And she's like, all right, I want you little idiots to tell me everything that you've discovered, everything you've heard, everything you've seen, just everything involving the Slayer and her friends. And I'll figure out who the key is my damn self, because y'all are retarded. And they're like, really? Glorificus? We don't use that word anymore. And she's
Right.
like, I do. I'm a god. And they're like that. Well, that's true.
They're like, oh, well, yeah, that's okay. That's true. Yeah,
that's true. Okay.
And then they're like, would you also like to start using racial slurs? And she's like,
but she's not like modern ones, like really old ones that we wouldn't even like know what they meant.
Right. And she's like, no, I'm a god. I'm not a Republican.
Yeah, I'm a god. I'm not a Republican. Whew. And they're like, true.
She's like, I'm an evil hell god from a hell dimension. I'm not a Republican. Come on.
She's like, and they're like, yeah,
sure.
okay, that's fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough.
And then Jinx is like, which is wonderful, Glorificus, because we would never lower ourselves to work for the GOP.
Right. And then they all I don't know. I don't have anything. I got nothing, but yeah. They ain't working for no Republicans, bottom line. So then we cut to the principal's office, and Buffy's in the principal's office. All these years after high school, and Buffy's in the principal's office. No, apparently Dawn has not been going to school for, they never say for sure, but apparently it's enough to where the principal's like, I need to talk to your not mother guardian sister. And Buffy's like, what the F, you be?
So, and here, this is an issue. Sorry, excuse me. This is an issue that we consistently have with the show, is that they're not very good with timelines, like giving us a timeline.
Yeah.
Like literally, unless the show picks up right after the previous episode, we very rarely have a dictation of how much time is passing.
Yeah, I think they like to leave it ambiguous like that so they can get away with nonsense and plot armor and other bullshit things.
Yeah.
But it does bug me. I would like to have precise date and time at the beginning of every episode.
Right. And then every time there's a scene change, update us. Like, what is the date and time now?
Right. Has anyone has anyone started their period since the last
I don't know that we need to know that. That's
No. Okay.
Like, why didn't the principal show a detailed printout of every date that Dawn failed to show up to school? That's what I want to see.
Valid question, because at this point, this could all be fake news.
It's hearsay. It's hearsay.
It's heresy.
Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news. Didn't have alternative facts. So yeah, Buffy's like, what the hell? You said, I ask you all the time how's school, and you say fine. And Dawn's like, well, it was fine. I just wasn't here. And Buffy's like, well, I mean, you got me there. That's,
You got me there, Donnie, you little scamp.
Let's blow this pop stand.
Right, and then Dawn's like,
that's just
Dawn. Dun, 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 dun.
So then the principal's like, Dawn, can you wait outside for a moment? And Dawn's like, no, this is about me, bitch. I'm going to be involved. And the principal's like, Dawn. And then Dawn just reaches out, bam, just smacks the shit out of the principal. And she's like, I'm sorry, you can stay. And, no. So Dawn goes outside or out in the hall or whatever. And we see the principal give Buffy this real shitty look, and it's like, yeah, but then you don't get to hear anything that she says. And it's like, I fucking hate that. So then we cut to the two of them a little bit later walking into the magic box, having just, well, let's just be honest, James. They had to kill the principal. And
they had to straight up murder the principal.
They did, because, Buffy realized, Dawn, you painted me into a corner here, and she knows too much. She's gonna have to go.
Right. The only possible solution to our situation right now is murder.
Yeah. And Dawn's like, all right, I'll do it. And she reaches into her purse and pulls out a silenced 9mm, and you hear her go back into the principal's office, and then you're pew, pew.
Right. You hear you hear what sounds like someone stapling something together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just a thud on the ground.
Yeah. And then Dawn comes back out, and she's like, all right, it's done. And Buffy's like, well, we have to get rid of the body now. And Dawn's like, about that. I was wondering if we could take her home and eat her. And I don't know, James. I don't know.
You could have just ended it after straight up murder of the principal.
Well, I was thinking, wait a minute, we can't just leave the body there, can we? Because everyone does know that the last meeting she took was with Dawn Summers and her sister. So, I was thinking, well, let's just take her home and eat her. That would be the easiest way to dispose of the body.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? Just 1 minute. I have to do something real quick. If you don't mind, just real quick. I need to just hello, 911. I'd like to report possible cannibalism. Yes.
Hello, 911. I think my podcast host eats people.
I think my podcast host eats people.
Yes.
Co-host eats people.
Could you send someone forthwith?
Could you send someone to investigate, please?
So, no, they actually walk into the magic box together, and everybody's like, hey, what's up? And they're like, oh, Buffy's like, oh, not much. She's a little bitch and hasn't been going to school, so now I'm getting fucking reamed out about it. And everybody's like, oh, we don't care. And Anya goes into a spiel about patriotism and these old people, and they would actually buy something if they were patriotic, because she's embraced her Americanism here recently. And Giles says something, and she's like, yeah, foreigner. And I was like, oh, so she has joined the GOP is what's happened.
Anya is MAGA now.
Yeah, Anya's MAGA. She's calling ICE on everyone in the room, even the people who are clearly American, because that doesn't seem to matter anymore. So Buffy and Giles go off she wants to talk to Giles alone. And Giles is like, yeah, you do. And he's like, sprays a little cologne on. He's like, and anyway, they go off into the training room, and Buffy's basically begging him to be the disciplinarian bad guy to Dawn, because she doesn't want to do it or know how to do it and all this. And he's like, no, never going to happen, because quite frankly, Buffy, I don't care. And I don't like her anyway. And Buffy's like, well,
she's not even fucking real.
Yeah, she's not even real. Discipline what? Just
right.
I mean, she's not real.
And then he's like, we could really solve this entire season if you would just accept the fact that she's not real and snap her fucking neck.
And if you don't have it in you, I'll fucking do it.
Right.
And Buffy's like, okay, yeah, you're right. Go kill her.
Yeah.
And so he does. He just goes out there, quietly, silently, just walks back out into the magic box, walks up to her, and just, and everybody's like, oh my God! god! And he's like,
Jesus Christ, Giles!
She's not real. And then Anya's like, Giles, yeah. And she hands him a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
And so now he's fully MAGA too. No, but he's obviously not going to do it. But he convinces her that she can do it, and she has the strength and inner strength to do it. And so yeah, she's like, okay, fine. So we cut back to basically Glory's minions have given her, they've told her everything they know, everything they've seen, everything they know, blah, blah, blah. And Glory has decided that she knows now who the key is. And she's like, let's go get that little bitch. And we as the audience are like, oh, she's figured it out.
Yep.
And so she and the minions head out. And then we cut to the dorms and Tara and Willow. This is an odd scene, and you take just this scene. You just go ahead and handle it.
I hate Willow in this scene.
I kind of do too, and I'm like,
I hate Willow in this scene.
I'm like, wait a minute, everything Tara says, she's blowing way out of proportion.
She's not only blowing it out of
101, okay, bitch. I know what you mean when you say hello. It's like,
not only is she blowing it way out of proportion, she is twisting everything Tara is saying.
Yes.
So basically,
now granted, Tara, and she even says it, she keeps kind of fumbling and kind of saying things wrong, kind of in the wrong, maybe using the wrong word here and there, but still, Willow's like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, and I mean, I'm not even gonna like dig too deep into it. Essentially, the scene is that they're talking about Willow's progression as a witch, and Tara basically says that it scares her, how powerful Willow's becoming, which, yes, might not have been the right turn of phrase to use, but Willow immediately blows it out of proportion and twists it around and is all like, are you saying you don't trust me and this and that? Right. And
basically, this is a poorly written scene in order to drive a temporary wedge between Willow and Tara to get them separated. That's the way I look at it.
And Tara's like, no, I do trust you, but you're just changing so fast and so much. And then Willow blows that out of proportion and turns it around into, oh, are you afraid that, I'm not gonna I'm gonna wake up one morning and decide, oh, I'm not a lesbian, I like men again? And it's like,
yeah, she's like, what am I not gay enough for you? And Tara's like, what? Whoa, what? Who even what?
Right.
Yeah.
And then Tara's like, wants to talk about it and whatnot, and Willow's like, basically just, you know what, forget it. Why don't you go to because they had been talking about going to the World Culture Fair. Right. And she was like, what, just go to the fair alone. And she fucking storms out of the room.
Yeah. And Tara's like, what a bitch.
Yeah.
By the way, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was like, of all the characters in the show outside of Giles that I very rarely, if ever, outright dislike in a scene, Willow is one of them.
Yeah.
And I just could not stand her in this scene.
Yeah, she was just blowing everything out, just making shit up in her head. It was like, is she all of a sudden schizophrenic? Like everything's, I don't know. But we do finally find out Tara's real last name in this scene.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Dactyl.
Anyway.
She's like, "I'm out of here, pterodactyl," and she leaves. And as soon as she slams the door, Tara's like, "Rah, rah, rah." No, not that. She didn't do that.
Yeah. You should be able to tell when a joke's not hitting.
Wow. Hey, can you tell when fists aren't hitting your face? No, then we cut to the Summers home, and Dawn is doing her homework. Oh. Wait a tick. We forgot. I shouldn't say we. I forgot to bring up when they were leaving the magic box. Okay. Jeez. I messed that scene all up. When Buffy and Giles are back there talking about him being the guardian and all that, and he's like, hell no. Or the disciplinarian, and he's like, hell no. When they come back out, she had told Dawn to start her homework. When they come back out, Xander and Anya and everybody's out there, and they're like making a human triangle, and they're all kind of giggling, and Buffy's like, what's going on? And I was like, whoa. And because she had asked Willow to help with her Dawn's homework if she needed it. And Willow's like, well, it was a geometry problem, and we made a human triangle to let her visually see what we're talking about, and then somebody said Xander was an obtuse triangle, blah, 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 yeah. And Buffy's
and then Donnie said we're an acute triangle, and hilarity ensued.
Yeah, and Buffy's just being a massive bitch, and she's like, "Get your stuff, Dawn. We're going home." And Dawn's like, psycho much? And right. I don't know. I wanted to talk about this because she just got so and Willow tries to like interject, and she's like, "Yo, don't be a fucking bitch to her. She didn't do anything. We're fucking helping with their goddamn homework, you dumb bitch."
Right, Willow's trying to help Dawn out and explain, like, we were helping her with her homework. Like, there's all kinds of studies that say, visualizing the problems can help, with the learning process and this and that. And like, yeah, Buffy's just being like, just a total bitch about the whole thing.
Yeah, she's acting like Lauren Boebert immediately. And she's got a fucking gun all of a sudden clipped onto her belt. It's so weird.
No, Lauren Boebert would have been too stupid, or is too stupid, to understand the obtuse and acute triangle jokes. So well, Buffy at least understood them.
Well, maybe. So I don't know. It just the scene struck me weird. The whole like how fucking like angry and
it's because it kind of goes back to what you said before, like. In the principal's office, like, the principal gives Buffy this stern look after Dawn leaves, and then it cuts away. So there's no context yet given to why Buffy is acting this way.
No, I know. We as the audience are going to find out, but even taking that into consideration, I'm like, what is this blow up in this? Because like she says to Willow, it's very important she does her homework. And Willow's like, she just looks around like, yeah, I know. I'm the smart one that does their homework all the time, not you.
Right.
Like, I know. And then Buffy just stares at her and says this, it's very important she does her homework. And Willow's like, am I in the fucking Twilight Zone? What are you saying? And
who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Yeah, the scene is just dumb, and it doesn't make sense because now let's jump back forward to where Buffy and Dawn are sitting in the dining room, and she's doing her homework, and Buffy's folding hand towels. And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to make a chart of chores for you to do, and you have to do them." And Dawn's like, "Yeah, fuck you." And
Buffy's like, "Do you want me to give you gold stars?"
And she's like, "No, I don't want gold stars. I don't want any of this bullshit. Why should I fucking care? I'm not even a real person." And Buffy's
she's like, "You're not even really our mom, Buffy. I want my real mom back."
Yeah, and Buffy's like, "Well, that's true. You're not real. So go fuck off. How about that?" And no. And
she pulls out a crossbow and shoots Dawn right between the eyes.
Yeah. And what's funny though is Dawn's like, whoosh, and she catches it in midair. And she's like, you got to try harder than that, bitch. And boy, did shit kick off. Dawn's, says that. And then Buffy's like, if you don't start doing what you're supposed to be doing, they're going to take you away from me. And Dawn's like, who? Take what? And she's like, they're going to take guardianship away from me. And Dawn's like, has there been enough time passed for you to actually get guardianship of me? And it's like, I don't know. We never know what day it is or what time it is. And Dawn's like, fair enough. And, but no, Dawn's like, well, then what'll happen to me? And she's like, I don't know. Maybe this is so weird where she says, I don't know, maybe dad or foster care. I'm like, what kind of fucking monster is Hank Summers? Like, holy shit, is he the world's biggest piece of horse shit that has ever walked the earth? Like, he still hasn't even come back to town to check on his 2 fucking daughters who have lost their mother. Like, he can't even at least pop in and be like, hey, you okay?
Hey girls, how's daddy's girls doing? You okay?
Like,
this guy is like you said it a couple episodes ago, and at the time I was like, oh, this is funny, ha ha ha. But it's so true. We should have been riding Hank Summers' asshole the last 5 seasons about what a shit parent he is, and leaving Joyce the fuck alone.
Yeah, not just a shit parent. He is a slimeball human being. He makes the vampires and demons in this show look like fucking Mr. Rogers. Like, he should be the overall big bad of the whole show. Like, he just because he's a scumbag.
Not only should he be the overall big bad of this show, but it should turn out over on Angel that he's actually the big bad over there.
And not only that, it should be all shows that have come out since then. Like the fucking, like, for instance, Game of Thrones, the fucking, the what was his name? The witch, not the Witch King, but the fucking Dead People's King. That was Hank Summers.
I don't know. I didn't watch that shit.
Oh, kill yourself. So.
Right. And then they should make it so that retroactively he was the bad guy in every show. Even
episodic shows.
Right. The smoke monster on Lost, Hank Summers.
I don't know. I never watched that stupid shit.
Me either. I just threw out the reference because I know it.
He was the bad immortal in every episode of Highlander.
Every episode of Highlander, Hank Summers.
Hank Summers.
He was, right. Carr on Knight Rider. Garth and Goliath on Knight Rider. Hank Summers. Summers.
Yep. I mean,
Bigfoot on the $6 Million Man. Hank Summers.
Not Andre the Giant. Hank Summers.
Hank Summers.
All joking and haha aside, he is a complete piece of shit. Yeah. Why didn't the writers just make it where at the beginning, when the first episode, when Buffy and her mom are there in Sunnydale, moving into the house in Sunnydale, and all, why didn't they just write it? Dad's dead. He died. So they've come to start over here in Sunnydale, because they have never all they have done is created the biggest piece of shit in television without ever even showing him but once or twice. And it's like, right. You're telling me that this piece of human fecal matter is so bad that Buffy's not even sure that if they take Dawn away, if she'll go to her father or foster care.
Right.
Like, who the fuck is he? Why did Joyce procreate with this piece of shit? And why hasn't he been murdered yet on camera?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
From here on out, it is I'm taking it as my personal duty to make sure that everyone knows Not only is Hank Summers a piece of shit, the actor who played him, I hope, has ass cancer.
Not only going forward, not only is it this podcast's mission to make sure you all know that Hank Summers is a slimy piece of human garbage, but we are retroactively giving Joyce Summers fucking sainthood.
Sainthood, that's right. She is now a saint. She is the saint of this very podcast.
Yes.
And
Saint
anyone who
Joyce.
speaks ill of Joyce's memory will be killed.
Yes. We were so wrong the last 5 seasons to treat her the way we did. When this piece of shit was right there.
Yeah, we had it right there presented to us like a smorgasbord, and we overlooked, and that's our fault.
That is our fault.
We should be better, James.
We should. Yeah.
We should. And
it's like we went
and moving forward, like, we will be.
We will be. Yeah. Yep.
Fucking Hank fucking Summers.
Fucking Hank Summers.
Anyway, so at this point, Dawn's like, oh shit, I don't really want to go live in a foster home. I'll probably be beaten and molested there.
Or with Dad.
Or
probably be
worse. Even worse would be to go with Dad, because
I'll probably be beaten and molested there.
I'll be left like in a strange country and never see him again.
And molested. You know, Hank Summers would be the type to like haul Dawn off to Spain and then like sell her to some dudes in a back alley.
Sell her into a fucking human traffic situation. Oh yeah. He is a primo piece of fucking like stuck fucking dingleberry in your butthole.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
Where it's like wiping a permanent marker.
Yeah.
And you're like, how many times am I going to have to wipe my asshole before it will become clean? Right. And when you're finally done, it feels like you've wiped for 2 hours with like fucking 50 grit sandpaper.
Right. And then you're like, I should just get a fucking bidet.
Yeah. And then you're like, but I'm cheap.
Right. I'm cheap. And I don't really want to mess with plumbing and electrical or
and I don't want to water shot into my butthole.
Yeah.
So you don't. You just continue hurting yourself.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. Anyway.
Okay. I was going to let you go. I mean, I wasn't going to interrupt.
That's fine. I thought maybe you'd join in and we could duet that bitch, but whatever, it's fine.
Those are the only 2 lines I know, so.
Oh.
You know. So then we cut to the fair that Tara and Willow were supposed to go to together. Mm-hmm. But as we know, Willow fucked off and had a tantrum. So Tara's there alone, sitting on a park bench. Just kind of looking around at everybody and all the couples and stuff and everything going on. And she's just like, why do I have to be with a cunt? And we cut to we then cut to the magic box. And by magic box, we mean Buffy's vagina.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Cut it out, okay?
Cut it out.
No, and I love this scene. God. Giles and the gang are talking about various things. Buffy's not there, by the way.
It's I know what you're gonna mention, and this. Oh my God, I love this. I was, Daddy.
Well, here, just for this, just you take it.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, because I want to revel.
Just go ahead.
You do it. You take it. You do it, because I want to. You take it, Bubala. You take the scene, okay, darling?
Okay.
You take it.
So, Buffy's not there. He's talking to Anya, Xander. Oh, and Willow's there because Willow has gone there for whatever reason to pout. And she comes up to the counter, and Giles is moving around the place doing various things, and he's like, "Yo, are you okay?" And Willow's like, "Yeah, I'm just a great big cunt." And Giles is like, "Yeah, I know." But no, she's talking about how she and Tara had a fight and yada yada, and he's like, "Well, it's just a quarrel. It's not the end of the fucking world. Quit acting like such a bitch." And they're talking, and at one point, he opens the side door. One of the minions falls in. He fucking clubs it with the door, and then just without ever missing a beat of what he's saying. He just like pop, grabs it and drags it in. And
yes, it is
like,
so.
What?
It is so perfect because, like, and I'm sure that was like the direction that Ash was given, but like, it's all so deliberate. Like, Giles knew that motherfucker was on the other side of the door, like opened it enough for him to like, and then boom with the door. Yep. Oh my god, it was so great.
And then snatched him and drug his ass in.
Yes.
And
I was like, I was so chubbed up, Jeremy.
Oh, well, what's coming up probably chubbed you even more, because Giles drags him over and puts him in a fucking chair, and he's like, "Well, we're going to question this little motherfucker." And he's like, "I won't say anything. I'll never da-da-da." And then you hear like this crackling sound.
It cuts back to Anya and Willow, and like off screen you hear something crack.
Yeah. And then you hear the camera goes back, and he's like, "Okay, I'll fucking tell you anything you would ever want to know." And they're like, how did what? And Giles is like, I don't know. He changed his mind.
Mind.
And so clearly Ripper came out a little bit there and did a little wank on him. And so the minion basically reveals that Glory has discovered who the key is, and she's going after that, quote, witch right now. And everybody's like, and Willow's like, "Tara, no!" And she goes running out the door, and half cocked, and of course, and so they all leap into action, obviously, and we cut back to Tara sitting on the park bench, and we see a hand go into hers. And actually, I fucked this up. That's happened earlier, but I'm going to pretend like it's happening now. A hand goes into hers, and it's Glory, not Willow. She's like, "Hey, girl." And Tara's like, "Oh, hey." And then punches her in the teeth. So Tara, she's like, "Oh, da 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 da, blah 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 blah, evil. Boy, I just love a good key," or whatever she says. And then she licks Tara's face and then spits and says, "What the F? You're not the key. You taste like a lesbian whore." And she's like, "Whoa, I kind of am." And she's like, yeah. No, but she realizes she was wrong. Tara's not the key. So what does she do instead? Well, we cut and we see she offers to let her go if she'll, say who the key is. Meanwhile, she keeps squeezing her hand, like literally breaking bones in her hands, and you see blood pouring out, which I'm like, does that happen with broken hands? I kind of feel like it doesn't, but so she's kind of torturing her too, and then Tara just fucking looks at her with this look of like, "I will tell you nothing, you fucking hell bitch." And so Glory's like, well, or then we see Willow's running through the crowd trying to get there. She sees him in the distance, and she's trying to get there. And Glory's like, well, fuck it, I need to eat anyway. So she just does the fingers in the fucking brain thing, and takes Tara's sanity and leaves her insanity behind. And then she just kind of poofs, and right as Willow gets there, and she's like, Tara, and Tara's like, and she's totally cuckoo. And Willow's like, no. And that's that scene. Then we cut to, well, I'll let you take it from here. We cut to the hospital, and what's going on there?
Everyone's on fire. Everything okay?
Thought someone was knocking on my door. I don't know what the hell that's about.
It was the ghosts.
I hadn't considered that. Do you think it's the ghosts? Well, never mind. I almost gave a spoiler. Never mind. Go ahead. So you said there's a fire.
Yeah, everyone in the hospital is on fire. The whole hospital. But the doctors are still performing surgeries and doing checkups and everything. It's really weird.
And they're all on fire.
That's what I said. They're all on fire. And they're still doing surgeries and whatnot. They're acting like it's completely normal that they're on fire. Yeah. It's really weird.
It is weird, but, it's par for the course on this show.
Right. No, we cut to the hospital, and doctors are examining Tara, and Willow's going off half-cocked about wanting to go after Glory, and, Buffy kind of talks her down, and then Buffy sets it up for Dawn to go chill with Spike.
Can we talk just a little bit about this?
Sure, of course.
Like, Willow is Willow cunt again. And she's like, this isn't your decision. This is my decision. And Buffy's like, go ahead. I was going to say basically, but not even basically. Like, she flat out blames Buffy. Yeah, she's like, why haven't we fought her yet? We shouldn't have happened. And Buffy's like, we can't beat her. We'll fight her when we have a chance. So far, we've not even had a chance. Right. And Willow's all like, it's going to take. And Buffy's like, right. And Willow's like, what's turns being the Buffy and Willow have been taking turns in this episode of who can be the most like irrational bitch this side of the fucking or that side of the fucking Mississippi, and I don't know. Yeah, like Willow's like, when's it gonna be time? Like when Glory hurts somebody that you care about, and it's like, Will, fuck the calm down. Fuck the calm down, Willow. Fuck it. Fuck the calm down, Willow. It's like, calm the fuck down, like. And then on the flip side of that, it sounds kind of bad to say because like Buffy had her reasons for being a bitch earlier in the episode, which we came to find out, and like Willow's not completely unjustified here in being a bitch, but at the same time, it's like this isn't Buffy's fault. Like Buffy has tried to fight Glory before and got her ass handed to her. Yeah, she's tried to end this bitch and realized we can't. And she's also like, Willow, you won't last 5 fucking seconds with her. She will wreck you. And Willow's like, oh yeah, well, I'm a redhead. And Buffy's like, okay. And I don't know. I just wanted to briefly touch on, it's like they keep switching. They keep like there's an irrational staff. And they keep trading it back and forth. Like, here, my turn to be irrational and stupid. It's so weird this episode with because Willow's usually never the one that acts stupid like this. So yeah, Buffy sets it up for Dawn to go chill with Spike, while she's dealing with the stuff, while she's helping deal with the stuff involving Tara, and yeah, Buffy. It seems like Buffy manages to talk Willow down and, give up her plans for revenge and whatnot. But then we cut to the magic box and we see Willow stealing a bunch of dark magic supplies. Like she takes
This is hilarious. She literally grabs a book that says Darkest Magics.
Yeah, and it's got like a big clasp and a lock on it, and she just takes this. Was it like a knife or something? And she's just like, boing, and it just breaks right open. And
I just thought it was funny that the book with
Darkest
the dark
magic
magic in
for
it was
revenge, especially if they hurt someone you love.
right. I was like, it's so stupid. Like who titles their book of the Darkest Magics?
Well,
I would call it like Cupcakes and Rainbows.
Well, it's kind of on par with my book that's coming out soon.
Right. How to Resurrect Your Dead Mother and Other Tasty Recipes.
Other delicious recipes.
Whatever, no one cares.
Oh, wow. Careful, James.
Well, they're probably not delicious or tasty anyway.
You hurt me, okay?
So yeah, and then we cut to they're not even Jeremy quit, everyone. He's gone. It's a solo show now. I'm gonna have to he's back. Someone must have read their contract.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, shit. Oh, here I am. Against my will.
Yeah. We're both locked in. We're both locked in for 4, 5, 6 seasons.
It's like a Wolfram and Hart contract. It even extends into death.
Right. We're both locked in for 6 more seasons of the podcast, which covers the rest of Buffy and all of Angel. And then we have an option to renew at the end of that, but it's not, like Jeremy said, it's not really an option. We have to keep going.
Yeah, if we don't, we'll be assassinated.
Right.
And even if we die, we have to podcast from the great beyond.
Right.
From hell.
From hell.
They're magical Leopardons.
Delicious.
So we cut to Spike, and they're not even in his crypt. They're in some caves somewhere.
They're in like those caves that are like underneath that he has access to from underneath. And I'm like, why though? But why are they? Why?
Right.
It's like he's looking for something. He's like, man, I left my skateboard down here, and I just help me find it, Dawn. It's weird.
Yeah, and he's still fucked up from taking that beating, that torturing from Glory, however long ago that was. And,
again, we have no sense of fucking time, so
right.
It could have been the day before. It could have been 6 months ago. Who knows?
Right. He and Dawn are talking about what happened to Tara, and Dawn's crying, and she blames herself for everything that Glory's done to everybody. And
Spike's like, you're
Spike's like, well, right. Niblet, yeah, you're right. It is all your fault.
I love how he calls her platelet.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, platelet, you're right. It is all your fault. So, why don't you,
none of this would have happened.
Yeah, he's like, so why don't you hurt yourself right now?
Not kill yourself, or yes, why don't you hurt yourself? Here's a rock.
Why don't you hurt yourself right now? And she does. She starts beating herself in the head with the rock.
He's like, good, more. Show us
more.
Show us contrition. Show us.
Right. And he's like, show Uncle Spiky how hurt you are about what you've done to people.
Yeah.
Show him.
It's not enough.
More. Harder, faster. And then it gets real weird from there.
Then he starts, you hearing a zipper, and
yeah, we don't even want to go into,
It's really weird.
Yeah, it's, I mean, typical Spike though.
Yeah.
That's just Spike. Da, 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 da. We're going to hell.
Dude, we're going on full scholarship, just FYI.
So she's going on about that, and she thinks she's evil, and Spike tries to comfort her and reassure her that she's not evil, and Buffy shows up, and she's like, oh, she kind of fills them in on what happened with Willow, and Spike's like, are you daft, bitch?
Basically he does.
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna tell me that you convinced a powerful witch to just like not get vengeance. And Buffy's like, yeah, and Spike's like, well, you're a sodden idiot.
Yeah, and Dawn's like, what a dumb bitch. Like, I've only existed for, 6 months? Even I'm not that stupid.
Right. And then to kind of drive the point that Spike's making home, Dawn's like, says to Buffy, what would you do if it had been me that Glory had attacked? And realization sets in, and Buffy hightails it out of there. So then we cut to Glory's apartment, which, have we talked about how we talk about everyone else's living space? Have we talked about how nice Glory's apartment is?
We have, and I even brought up that poor Ben has to live in this total girlified, because I said it's a fucking nice, mansionish place.
That's right, yeah.
But poor Ben has to live in this, it's all girlied and shit, and so constantly has to wake up in fucking dresses and panties, which he likes.
Right. I mean, who doesn't? They're silky, they're comfortable against my balls. Wait, what? We can edit that out, right?
The best part of waking
up is my balls and women's panties. What?
Okay.
we can edit all that out, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
So we cut to Glory's apartment, and she's furious, as she tends to be, and she's going on and on about how she's gonna kill all of Buffy's friends until she finds the key. And all of a sudden, Willow fucking blows right through the fucking front door, and
she's hovering, by the way.
She's hovering above the ground, and she fucks Glory's shit up as much as we've seen Glory's shit get fucked up so far this season.
She shoots her with literal force lightning. She does. She's like, I owe you pain. And that shit fucking, because Glory's screaming bloody fucking murder. So we've not seen Glory be hurt before.
Right. Like, to Willow's credit, she does more damage to Glory in this scene than Buffy has done in multiple fights with Glory so far. Yeah, she's just like, unlimited power! And she's just fucking zapping her with force light. It's crazy. Right. And then Mace windows her right out the fucking window. Yeah. Mace windows her. Did I say window? You said window. Mace windows her right out the window. I don't know. I kind of like Mace windows. Mace windows. Yeah, that's why he dies in that movie, because Windows fails always. Right. Yes. Always. But that doesn't last long, and Glory manages to get the better of her, and Willow fucking hocks a huge loogie right in her fucking face. Dude, this is disgusting as fuck. Oh my god, dude. I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to talk about it. Okay. She's down on the ground, fucked up, and she's just, and you hear her, like, she goes like that. And it sounds like nothing, but when the camera instantly goes to Glory, it is the biggest, greenest, it looks like straight up tuberculosis fucking dripping down her face. And you're like, oh my God. Has she been fucking bringing that one up for the last 10 minutes? God damn, that was some shit that was clogged artery goo or something. I don't know what the fuck, but I laughed my ass off
Because even Glory's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And she like runs out of there screaming and like burning her fucking skin and
So yeah, she hawks this nasty loogie in her face, and Glory's getting ready to stab Willow, and of course Buffy shows up just in time, and Buffy and Glory engage in fisticuffs and
karate fight.
Willow manages to cast a force field that allows her and Buffy to get away while Glory screams at the top of her lungs that she'll kill them. And we cut to the next day, and Willow and Tara and Buffy and Dawn are in Tara's dorm, and which I thought was odd because, like, Tara and Willow.
That's why I don't think Tara and Willow. I think they still have separate dorm rooms, at least up to this point, because this dorm room was Tara's old dorm room,
right?
Like that she used to be in. But you notice there's not really much in here anymore. It's like she still has it, but she really actually lives with Willow.
Willow, right? So yeah, we're there, and
they're feeding Tara applesauce because she can't control her own anything. She's like covered in feces and urine, and she's like smearing it in her hair, and she's like, no.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
No.
Not okay.
Yeah, so, and like Buffy's got a backpack full of food and she like sandwiches that she made, and there's like,
and then she brings up the one that she's like, ooh, what is this? It's like, you fucking made the sandwiches, you bitch. Because she says somebody ordered, oh shit.
Yeah,
roast beef
it was
peanut butter.
What is it? I've got it here.
Peanut butter, I swear, but
salami and peanut butter.
Salami and peanut butter. Yeah, and she's like,
right.
Oh, that's so nasty. And it's like, wait, you made the sandwiches, right?
Right. But she apparently made it based on Dawn's specifications, like this, because this is Dawn's sandwich.
No. I totally get that. But she acts like she's like, oh my God, I can't believe, what am I touching? It's like, you made it. You know?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Willow is, like Jeremy said, spoon feeding applesauce to Tara, and Dawn asks if she can help, and Willow's like, no, you fucking bitch, this is all your fault. You're not even real. Why the fuck are you still here? Get the fuck out of here.
I wouldn't even have to be feeding my girlfriend applesauce right now. We could be scissoring if you fucking didn't exist.
Right.
And then Dawn looks at Buffy and she's like, scissoring? And Buffy's like, never mind.
Right. But then Dawn looks back at Willow, and Willow's like, why don't you fucking hurt yourself?
And she's like, here's a rock. And so Dawn again, she's already all wrapped up in bandages and shit, and is like one of her eyes is hanging out of the socket, but
yeah.
You got to give her credit. She goes back to town, beating the shit out of herself again.
Right.
And Willow's like, don't stop more.
Right. And Buffy's like, you kind of brought this on yourself, Donnie.
She's like, I can't help you.
Right. No, Dawn asks if she can help, and Willow gives her the spoon and the applesauce, and Willow and Buffy talk about the responsibilities they both have now for Dawn and Tara, and
Willow's like, at least your responsibility isn't fucking drooling.
And yeah, as they're talking about it, the fucking wall, the entire fucking wall of the dorm room gets fucking ripped off.
And by the way,
apparently Tara's been on the ground floor.
No, that's just it. She is not on the ground floor. And I'm going to...
Sure?
I'm 1,000%... We will find out in the opening scene of the next episode.
Oh, I must have forgot.
Well, I'll explain it. Well, you'll have the cold open, but I'll bring it up to you. But here's the thing I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
When have we ever seen Glory fly before? Because she is in this one.
That's a good question. No, I don't think we have. I think that's a new ability.
Yeah. So,
I might actually have to go back and rewatch the beginning of the next episode. It's been a while since I watched it. I completely.
Well, when Willow hits her with the hoodly doodly, okay, Buffy grabs Dawn. They bust out the door. Right? We're giving spoilers right now. They bust out the door. They take off running down the hallway and down the stairs into the lower level.
Oh, that's right.
And when Willow does the hoobity 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 and hits Glory with it, you see it hits her and she's already in the air and she goes flying like higher up into the air and then down into an arc down to the ground below.
That's right.
Yeah, she's apparently flying now.
Yeah, so anyway, the entire fucking wall of Tara's dorm just goes flying off, and it's fucking Glory. And she's, of course, ready to kill them all, and Tara starts to freak out and looks at Dawn, and she's like, what does she say? She's like,
ooh, pretty, look at the green light.
Yeah.
Are you the key that this lady's been looking for?
Right. She looks at Tara and or Tara looks at Dawn and she's like, oh, look at that, the light. Oh, it's so pure, such pure green energy. It's so beautiful. And we cut to Glory, who is just grinning fucking ear to ear because now she knows who the fucking key is.
And she goes, huh?
Yeah. And that's the end of the scene.
It is.
And the episode.
End of the show. We never even get
end of the show. Yeah.
We never even get conclusion to this.
Yeah. That's just it. It got canceled 3 episodes before the end of the season.
Yeah,
series.
Sad.
Yeah, so sad. Yeah. So anyway, that's all, folks. Take care. And no. Jeremy, would you like to play everyone's favorite game, Body Count?
1.
0. Nobody dies.
Damn it. I know. I wanted to say 0, but I was like, fuck, did they actually end up killing that fucking minion, or did the minion, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit. But I wanted to say, I should have went with my gut and said 0.
You should have, but you didn't, so you lose.
Yeah. All right, I'll hurt myself.
Yeah, why don't you hurt yourself? Here's a rock.
I gotta go find a rock.
Our music this week, all composed by Thomas Wanker. Previously, Tara and Willow argue. They'll take Dawn away. Glory brain sucks Tara. Spike talks to Dawn. Darkest magic, and Willow attacks Glory. And of course, our original score. All pieces as composed by series composer Thomas Wanker. Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
Would you tell me and our audience, please, on our sliding scale of 1 to 10, or 1 to 5, Jesus Christ, 1 to 5.
Yes, my friend.
How many fuck, I don't know. How many ripped off dorm walls do you give this episode?
Well, I'm going to give this 4 ripped off dorm walls / fuck I don't knows. It's a solid episode, bro. I mean, I kind of feel, I shouldn't say I feel, but I think the last 4 episodes that we have are all pretty solid. like shit's finally fucking happening now, you know,
Right.
and Glory ain't in the fuck around mode anymore. And important shit happened in this episode. I mean, Tara's now fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Glory now knows exactly who the key is. Yeah, shit hit the fan. So for me, it's a solid 4. Other than the only things that I complained about with this episode were the weird attitudes that Buffy and Willow had at various points in the episode, which I still don't really get. Maybe it just didn't hit, you know, it was just a swing and a miss, maybe kind of thing with writing / you know, and into the acting. I don't know. But that was it as far as my complaints go. Otherwise, it was a solid episode, and I enjoyed it because there was shit going on the whole time, and we get to the end and that fucking wall gets ripped off, and I'm like, oh shit. And then when the episode ends, I'm like, whoa, what? That was, whoa. Like, that was quick. Yeah. Shit. So yeah, I dug it. I dug it, brah. I dug it. No complaints. Of course, can't give it a 5. You know why, but because I'm very picky on 5s. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Ames J.
Yes.
On our sliding scale of 1 to 5, how many? Fuck, I don't know. Do you do you give this episode? And give us your final thoughts.
I'm with you. Like, oddly enough, we've been pretty in line most of this season with one another.
What, 1, maybe 2 episodes we kind of disagreed on?
Yeah. Well, and I guess the season as a whole we have some disagreements on, but yeah, this is a 4. Like, this is a solid episode. Man, this is the kind of shit that I feel like we should have been getting like episodes ago, you know?
Well, we should have. You're right.
So yeah, we're ramped up here, you know, heading into, you know, the final 3 episodes. A lot of shit was revealed, you know, mainly that being, you know, the revelation of Dawn as the key to glory. So yeah, it's a 4. My only complaint is how much I disliked Willow in that scene with her and Tara. You know, I get the impetus of Buffy's bitchiness, you know, in earlier in the episode. I kind of wish they hadn't waited to reveal it because, you know, at that point we're just kind of watching Buffy be a bitch and like, what the fuck is this bitch's problem? Like, but once it's revealed that the principal told her she could lose Dawn, it makes more sense. Same with the little spat that Willow and Buffy had in the hospital. Like, was Willow being a bitch? Yeah. Did she say some things that were, you know, pretty cunty to Buffy? Yeah. But at the same time, I kind of get where she was coming from. You know, she's angry about what happened to Tara, you know, but at the same time, I don't feel that Buffy deserved to take the blame for that. Like, Buffy's tried to end this with Glory in the past, and she's gotten her ass handed to her. Like, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, that scene with Willow and Tara, I just feel like Willow was being she just took things way out of context and blew stuff out of proportion and was twisting Tara's words around, and it just, yeah, I didn't like Willow in that scene very much. But yeah, overall, it's a 4. It's a solid episode.
Good deal, my friend. Did you know if you go to BuffyRevisited.com that you get our landing page that gives you links to all of our shit? Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll give you our email address, which is BuffyRevisited@gmail.com. It will lead you to our Facebook page. obviously you'll have access there to the audio feed for the podcast and our YouTube page where you can watch us on video.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's how YouTube works.
Yeah.
So.
I agree. That's how video works. Nothing magical there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would like to invite you all to use that link and go there and go to our various places and send us messages or don't. We don't really fucking care. Since no one ever does, we've learned to live without hearing anything from any of you. So how about that? Okay, how about that? James, anything you want to say before I kill you? Any last words?
Good luck.
Good luck and get fucked, okay?
No. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing to top it off with.
I mean, it's kind of pathetic, but okay. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for joining us this week, everyone. James is giving me a very inappropriate hand gesture, and it cuts. Anyway, thanks for joining us this week, everyone. We will see you next week for season 5, episode 20, Spiral.
Yes.
Spoiler alerts. Werewolves. I've been one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
Ta-ta.